Hello, everybody, and welcome to the United Stand, or should I say That's Football on the United Stand. We own them both, so it's fine. Effectively, we did the That's Football Champions League watch-along yesterday, and we thought, is the Europa League worth changing everything to orange and red? And we decided, no, we'll keep it on That's Football. So we'll keep it on the United Stand, but we'll do it as That's Football. Are we actually live? Yes, we are. Good. Yeah, I can hear myself now perfectly. So we've got the same format. If you tuned in for yesterday, it's the Europa League, 32 balls, all the pots there, all the groups below me. So yeah, it's look, they've got a bit of breaking Man United news to go through as well. This draw starts at midday, but we'll probably start at about 20 past 12, to be honest. Of course, we've then got the press conference with Erik ten Hag. So it's a busy day on that United Stand today. But look, as you can see there, you've got Roma, Manchester United, Arsenal, Lazio, Braga, somebody I can't pronounce the name of, Kiev and Olympiacos in pot one. You know you're in problems when you've got a team you can't pronounce and Olympiacos in pot one of a European tournament. It can only get worse. I thought Feyenoord said Peterborough for a minute there. It could have been Peterborough, but it is Feyenoord. I haven't got my glasses on. So we've got in pot two, this is the teams United could get. Feyenoord, Rennes, PSV, Monaco, Sociedad, Karabag, Malmo, and Ludogorets. Ludicrous. It's bloody ludicrous. In pot three, Sheriff, I don't know who's Sheriff of, Betis, Midtjylland, is that Bodo Glimt, I think it is. Feren something, Union Berlin, Freiburg, and Fenerbahce. And then in pot four, Nantes, HJK, Sturm Graz, I think it is. Must be another, I think that looks like another Greek team, AAK. Ammonia, which is not an illness, I think it's a Cypriot club. Zurich, St. Gilles, got no idea who they are, and Trabzonspor. So here we go. That's who we've got in the pots. What group do you want, Mark? Arsenal to win the Europa, says Zane. Well, the trouble is, Zane, you make a good point. Can Arsenal win the Europa League? Of course they can. But the funny thing is, you can't predict. This is how crap the Europa League is, yeah? You can't predict who's going to win the Europa League, like the Champions League, because the 32 teams we've got here, you can't predict who's going to win it because there are teams that are going to drop down from the Champions League. So you can't predict who's going to win it because you don't know. You don't know who's going to drop in. So it's sort of like, you know what the Europa League is like? It's like you're out in a pub, right? And there's a load of people you find attractive. And then you're doing quite well on the dance floor. You bought them a few drinks. But you know at midnight, another 8 or 10 more attractive people than you are going to come in and try and get the girl or boy you want as well. And that's basically the Europa League. So you can't predict who's going to win it from this list because there's Champions League clubs that are going to drop down. For example, Inter, Bayern Munich, or Barcelona are dropping down into this knockout stage for definite because one of those teams is going out. So, yeah, you can't predict who's going to win it. What are we doing in this bloody tournament? You know what? I can't dress it up, can I? There's no makeup that's going to make this good. What are we doing? Basically, the group stage of the Europa League is an embarrassment. You can't even predict who's going to win it because better teams are going to drop into it. Oh, God. You know who I blame? The Glazers. Hi, Mark. Love your content and all the hard work. But by the way, Sheriff defeated Real Madrid in the Champions League last. Hey, George, I'm not disrespecting these teams. I sort of am. But it's not the Champions League, is it? I mean, I actually want us to get a group that's decent. I don't want us to get an easy group in the Europa League. That would be ridiculously sad. I actually hope we get... Who could we get? I hope we get PSV. That would be a good game. I hope we get... pot three. I don't know. Union Berlin or Fenerbahce would be interesting. And then... Or maybe Betis. And then pot four... I don't know. Nantes, Zurich... I actually hope we get the hardest teams because even they're going to be crap. It's you could play the under-23, says Andrew Reeves. I know, it's just it's hard and not in a good way. It's hard in a bad way to, the worst draw for me would be Malmo, Bodo, and Sturm. It sounds like a bloody Fellowship of the Ring. I'm trying to get the ring to Mordor. Bloody what? What have I just said? Malmo, Bodo, and Sturm. Come on, follow me. We're hobbits. We're off to get the ring in Mordor. That would be a nightmare group. I don't want three. I'm hesitant to call them crap because I'm telling you what, there's Malmo fans and Bodo fans who are absolutely loving this. This is their pinnacle. But so respect for them. But respect on Manchester United. We are one of the biggest clubs in the world, and I want us to get. I want us to get better teams. Perfect timing for the draw, Mark. I'm lighting up a fat one and getting out a whiskey, says Shaunek. Lovely. Mark, Arsenal are Champions League quality, so it's not an issue if other teams drop into it. Final will be United, Arsenal, and Jesus will get a hat trick, and Ten Hag will quit. Zane, the way your mind works, the way it works. Yeah. We're not doing a preview for the new Amazon Prime. Lord of the Rings series here. You might be looking at them names and thinking they're names of characters. They're not. They're actually clubs in the Europa League, and Manchester United might get them. Wrong screensaver, Mark, says Chase. Don't know what you're talking about. At least it's not the conference. But oh my God, Eggstein, you've given us a bit of positivity here. And if the Europa League pots are this shit, imagine what the Conference League looks like. I think I'm playing in the Conference League. It's that bad. I think United Stand FC are in it. Like, we nearly made the Europa League pot 4, but not quite good enough. But we're very welcome in pot 1 of the Conference League. Of course, Manchester United could lose to some of these teams. Hey, mate, I'm not disrespecting Bodo, Storm, and Malmo. And I nearly called them Mordor. I'm not disrespecting them, but we can lose to them. I'm just disrespecting the whole tournament. I think it's a joke. And I don't want to be in it. If you want to be in the Europa League like Zane, you're very welcome. I don't want to be in the Europa League. Bodo Glimt beat Roma 7-1 last year, says Mr. Fred. Hey, look, some of these teams can play football, just about. But the last time we were in it, didn't we go to somewhere called, it was in Azerbaijan. What was it called? I nearly said Akanji, but he plays for Dortmund. Oh, what were they called? Not Zenit. Someone in the chat's going to get it. Who was the team that we went to play in Azerbaijan? Who was it? I can't remember. Azerbaijan. Oh, I can't remember. I'll try and remember. Someone in the chat's going to know. It wasn't Karabakh. It was Astana. That was it. It was Astana. Thank you very much. We're purposely using That's Football background on United Stand. I explained it at the start. We are using them on this, yes. Bodo Glimt beat Roma last year, says Mr. Fred there. Thank you. Super chat on the screen there. We're using basically, we had a decision to make. I did the Champions League draw on That's Football yesterday with these graphics set up. And we knew we were going to do the Europa League draw. So a question was posed on the United Stand boardroom. Do we change all the colours and all the graphics for the Europa League? To which I said, are you having a fucking laugh? I am not wasting time changing the colours and graphics for the Europa League. So we're pretending that this is it is the Europa League draw, but we're just using the colours of That's Football because we're lazy. Basically, yeah, that's what we're doing. Make sure you smash a like on the video and share the video, by the way. Let's see how many thousand people we can get to laugh at Manchester United and Arsenal in the Europa League draw. Click the share button and get involved. Just a bit of a reminder, we are on United Stand, and we have got the Eric Ten Hag press conference reaction coming up at 2:15. We will be relaying our thoughts on that. So get involved. I don't know. One bit of positive news. They couldn't do it in the Europa League anyway, but yesterday the Champions League draw was really quick. Normally they get a ball out and they give awards out, but yesterday they just got all the balls out really quick. I can't imagine what awards you could do in the Europa League. In the Champions League draw, they hand out things like best striker, best midfielder, best women's midfielder, etc., all big awards. I think in the Europa League they might do awards for banter, basically. Biggest joke team of last year, we might win that. Worst centre-back pairing of the year, we might win that. We'll have to wait and see. But that reminds me, actually, I was getting a bit of stick yesterday. Good morning, everyone. How the mighty have fallen. We've gone from playing against Europe's elite to Hungarian villagers on a Thursday night, says Sammy. Thanks for the gifted membership there from Stephen Pinkerton. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Members Club Books. We've got to win this, Mark. It's our ticket to the Champions League, says Muyad. On a serious note, you have got to respect the Europa League. Eintracht Frankfurt are in it because they won the Europa League. They're in the Champions League now. And I think, bringing Arsenal into this as well. And look, who knows? Chelsea or Spurs or Liverpool could drop down into this if they finish third in their group. I don't think they will, but that's this is what I mean about the Europa League. There'll be teams from the Champions League who drop down. But when you look at Arsenal and Manchester United, can you guarantee that either of those teams are going to get top four? No. Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Spurs, top four last year. Arsenal, Man United want to be in the top four. So Chelsea and Spurs are dropping out, are they? They could do, but it's not easy to predict that, is it? So the Europa League for Manchester United and Arsenal is very, very important. So you can mock it, but you've got to get through it. It's like a bad film, isn't it? It's like constipation. You can't give up because it just stays in. You've got to get it out and move through, but it's going to be uncomfortable. I enjoyed going for Goldbridge, Mark, but swallowing gum is risky. My dad did it as a young boy and it blocked his back passage. My grandma had to get it out with a teaspoon on the draining board, says Luke. Oh, God, Luke. Luke, the things you don't expect to read in a live chat. But let's just have a look at this this situation, because I don't know the names of some of these teams and I feel I'm being very, very disrespectful. So let me just get this going here. Where are the pots? Here we go. Only pots I'm looking at. I hate washing the pots. Okay, so yeah, here we go. We've got Roma, Manchester United, Arsenal, Lazio, Braga, Savana Svedida. I don't know who that is. Dynamo Kiev and Olympiacos in pot one. In pot two, you've got Feyenoord, Rennes, PSV, Monaco, Real Sociedad, Karabag, Malmo, and Ludogorets. Ludicrous. In pot three, we've got Sheriff, Betis, Midtjylland, Bodo Glimt, Ferencváros, Union Berlin, Freiburg, and Fenerbahce. And in pot four, we've got Nantes, HKK, Sturm, AEK, Ammonia, Zurich, St. Gilles, and Trabzonspor. Yeah, I don't know where some of these teams are from. It's going to be an education. It certainly is. Yeah. Savannah is Red Star Belgrade. And they've won the Champions League in the past. I know who Red Star are. I just couldn't see the bloody badge. All right, then. Answers on a postcard. Where is the next one? I don't know. Karabag. Where are they from? Karabag. Are they Danish? It's like a geography lesson, this. Karabag. Anyone know in the chat? Azerbaijan. But it was Astana that we played from there last time. No, the Ammonia are definitely Cypriot. I know that. Yeah, they are from. Oh, it was Kazakhstan for Astana. Ludogorets. Anyone know where they're from? St. Gilles. I presume they're a crap French team, but they might be Belgian. Sturm Graz, I think, are something like that, Austrian or something like that. I think Sturm Graz are Austrian, actually. Ammonia definitely are Cypriot. AEK look to me like they're Greek. Freiburg's German. Ferencváros, got no idea. Probably, don't know. We'll find out in the fullness of time. Anyway, I do feel like I have to apologise because yesterday there was a quote that came out from Casemiro about Fred saying he's good at shooting, and I said if there was a firing squad in front of me because I'd done something wrong and they were shooting at me and it was Fred, I'd be breathing the next day because he'd miss. It got me thinking that, all right, apologise to Fred, but in all fairness, when Fred comes to do his autobiography when he retires, he's not going to entitle it Top Corner Pearlers, is he? Top Corner Pearlers by Fred. Inappropriate names for books from footballers. It's like Speed Merchant by Harry Maguire, Coming for Crossers by David De Gea. What else could we do? Playing Between the Lines by Scott McTominay. Tight Marking by Harry Maguire. I've done Harry Maguire twice. He's got a follow-up book. Anyway, look, well, we're having a joke because that's what the Europa League's all about. Let's do so. Accurate passes, accurate pass success rate by Bruno. I've ruined that one. That could have accurate passes would have worked quite well. Who else have we got? Staying fit by Luke Shaw. He's injured a lot. I want to share it out amongst the. Let me do. All right, I'll do one on Ronaldo because I love Ronaldo. What can I do on Ronaldo because he's just so perfect? I'm crap at football by Ronaldo. He's never going to release a book like that, is he? Because he's bloody brilliant. We're doing opposites, basically. We're doing opposites. My Left Foot by Marcus Rashford. Good one. That was from the chat. He's crap on his left foot. The Dentist by Luis Suarez. You see, we're venturing out now. This is good. It's not started yet. We will tell you when it starts. Puns that make sense by Mark Goldbridge. See, I'm being targeted now. You're very welcome. You see, this is what we do. We get the chat involved. This is good. I'm liking it. Good on the ball by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, says Bar. Onside by Marcus Rashford. I like this. This could be a radio show. This is brilliant. This is a brilliant way to fill a bit of time. Who wants to talk about Memphis to buy when we can have fun like this? Speed by Harry Maguire. This is great. See, I'm getting tackling teammates by Harry Maguire. No, he's good at that. Oh, Jack's got it wrong. Boo, Jack. It's titles they'll never release. That's what I mean. Ice Cold Finishing by Fred. He's never going to release a book like that. It's the opposite. It's book titles that never will be released. How to Defend by Phil Jones. Now, How to Stay Fit. Personal Trainer. He's never going to be one of them. I'm Not Leaving by Cristiano Ronaldo. That was a good one as well by Shan there. And do you reckon Frankie is waiting to see if United have to go to Azerbaijan before deciding to move? Says official. I actually thought you were going to come out with a book title there. I'll talk to you about Frankie de Jong in a minute. Yeah, I've done that one. And Secret Life of Pets by Kurt Zuma. Well, no. We'll allow it. Hi, Mark. I know this sounds a bit harsh, but I want fairly tough group for United. I agree, Mohammed. Learn to Fly with Dennis Bergkamp, says DJ. If you know, you know. Playing It Safe by Bruno, says Pete. Good one. Great Owners of a Football Club by Glazers. Yeah, get the Glazers in. Stephen Hawking's. You what, mate? Stephen Hawking's Summer School of Scuba Diving. Hey, why we don't bring the dead into it? Come on. I Don't Dive by Bruno. And Happiness by Di Maria. This could go on and on. Vibes by Ollie. How to Win a Trophy by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But he did as a player, as a manager. That doesn't work. How to Be on Time by Mark Goldbridge. Yeah. Wednesday Night Fun by Europa League, says Tidy Brown. And Passing Forward by Scott McTominay. This is one of my favourite things I've ever done on United Stand. Let's forget the Europa League draw and just do titles of books that will never be released. Winning a Trophy by Tottenham, says Sam. Genius by John Terry. No PR leaks by the British players, says Julian. I'm Not a Snake by the United Dressing Room. My Europa League Dreams by Ronaldo, says Tino. I like that one. Tracking Back by Marcus Rashford, says John. We could move to DVDs. Ronaldo's greatest Europa League goals. Never going to happen. I know. How to Always Be on Time by Mark Goldbridge. I see. This is what I can laugh at myself. There's probably United players who will get some of these are going to get clipped. Let's be honest. And if they're all over the place, just start it off with this: book titles that will never be released, and then just go back and clip them all up together. But Greece TripAdvisor by Harry Maguire, says Dizzy. See, some United fans, some United players might see this and go, I can't believe Goldbridge is such an arsehole. But I'm laughing at myself as well. It's part of the fun. Champions League titles by Man City, says Tidy Brown. Good one. Living Cap Free by DT, says Tyler Jones. Man United comeback wins by Ollie, says Sakif. And Art of the Deal by Ed Woodward. Ruben. You know, The Transfer Goat by John Murter. My McDonald's order. No, not doing that. You know where it was going. Keeping Your Word by Richard Arnold, says Charlie M. I think I think Richard Arnold could write. It's not an inappropriate title, but it is From Rabiot to Casemiro in 5 days. High Line by Harry Maguire, says Robbo. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is superb. Giving Up by Cristiano Ronaldo, says Simon. If you've just tuned in, we're doing inappropriate. We're doing titles of books that will never get released. Like for me, Washing the Pots by Mark Goldbridge, because I don't do it. Don't Let It Slip by Stephen Gerrard. No, Staying on Your Feet by Stephen Gerrard. That works better. Keeping It Simple by Marcus and Bruno, says Jameson. I think we've had it before, but good. How to Drive by Jack Grealish, says Laz. The Biggest Club in Manchester by Man City, says Nemanja. This is good. I like the way that we've developed all of this. I do. It's good. The Man Who Never Pivots by Scott McTominay and One Woman by Icardi. I don't know what that means. Playing Football by Van der Beek. Starting 11 by Van der Beek. That'd be better. Never going to get released, is it? Hide and Seek Champion by Scott McTominay. No, that would get released, Darren. No, it's opposite. So it's like Ballon d'Or winner by Scott McTominay. You know, best United captain ever by Harry Maguire. How to Get Relegated by Harry Maguire probably would get released. Never Bench by Donny. Yeah, never going to get released, is it? Donkey of Wall Street by Harry Maguire or How to Play by Donny van der Beek. This is good. I can't do that, Sharath. There's too many coming in about Luke Shaw that are inappropriate. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Right, I think we're about ready to go. Ranieri's about ready to go. How to Be United Number One by Dean Henderson, says Adam. Being Humble by Dean Henderson. Harry Maguire is World Class by Mark Goldbridge, says Angry Crumpet. And Starting in Scotland's Midfield by Scott McTominay, says Sammy. How to Be Disciplined by Scott McTominay. And the 90% Club by Mark Goldbridge. Well, the way De Gea's playing at the moment, I feel I have to have a bit of a De Gea one. Clean Sheets by David De Gea. One Touch Football by Scott McTominay, says Abhishek. Oh, this is brilliant. I've got to say, this has been one of my most famous things we've ever done because it's just pure banter. Pure banter. Yeah, That's Entertainment's going to get some good stuff, isn't it? Oh, if only I could read this. It would. I don't do beef anymore, but somebody's just sent me one in the somewhere. Clickbait Wanker by, and it's not me. Anyway, if you know, you know. Goalkeeping Masterclass by Carrios and Sensible and Sensitive by Simon Jordan. Goalkeeping Masterclass by Carrios we've done. No, we're not doing that either. Look, the inappropriate ones might be funny, but they're not going to get read out. There's one about Ryan Giggs now as well. Yeah. Look, I'm all for a bit of comedy down the pub, but not on a United Stand stream. Keep it safe. The Art of Throwing a Boot by Fergie, says Raz, and My Transfer to Manchester United by Frankie de Jong. That's a good one. That is a good one. We're doing book titles that will never be released. As a little bit of a hint, we've had High Line by Harry Maguire, personal favourites. We've had Speed by Harry Maguire, but we've done everybody. Clean Sheets by David De Gea. Cristiano Ronaldo's greatest Europa League goals. We've had that. What else have we had? First Touch by Fred. First Touch Masterclass by Fred. Top Corner Pearlers by Fred. What was McTominay's? Passing Forward. Reading the Game. Tracking Your Runner by Scott McTominay. Greatest Love Songs by Sean Dyche, says Jerry. I Love Paul Pogba by Graham Souness. You see, that's more of it. That's more like it. And I'm Better Than Vidic by Van Dijk, says Nemanja. Underrated by Mark Rashford. He legit might release this, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. Bambi on Ice by Fred, says Jay. And Secret United Love by Zayn Miasi, says Mr. Fred. I Love Ronaldo by Jamie Carragher. Field Goats by McFred. Sort of works. Top Summer Holidays by Harry Maguire, says Smith. Captain Red Devils by Harry Maguire. Passing Masterclass by Bruno. First Time Touch with Lukaku. There's a few with Lukaku, isn't there? A good real autobiography title for Lukaku would be Fetching Balls, because I tell you what, I bet he's had to go and chase his first touch all his life. Finding Balls, which actually sounds a bit wrong. How to not have a... No, we're not doing that. Bloody hell, that's horrible, Danny Doritos. Absolutely horrible. I'm sorry, that's got to be... That's vile. That really is. Attacking Masterclass by Gary Megson. Who's Gary Megson? I know who he is. He managed No Structure, No Problem by Jamie Carragher. Grab the Balls by Vinnie Jones. And Non-Deluded Football Opinions by Gabby Agbonglahor. Football Genius by Gabby Agbonglahor. Yeah, people are probably tuning in and going, what is this all about? We're doing book titles that will never get released, so it's completely opposite. Anyway, that's probably the best bit of this thing. We've enjoyed that. I'm going to think of more things to do in the future. 8 o'clock tonight, I'm going to have something else. Arsenal are first out of the bag. They're first out of the bag. Here we go. We're ready to go here. Arsenal out. Ultimate Fitness Guide by Phil Jones, says Hazib. Great victories from the transfer market by Richard Arnold. Coming first by Liverpool, says Reverse Clouds. They did win the title a couple of years ago, mate. Arsenal first out of the bag. Obviously, they're just going to put them into the draw, aren't they? Dynamo Kiev are coming out now. So this should be just all about what groups they're going to go into. So we're just getting them out. Get them out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. You're very, very welcome on the United Stand. We're going to be live again just after 1:30 with Eric Ten Hag's press conference. But this is the Europa League draw. And if you know, only legends were part of this today. This will go down in history as one of the best draws ever, simply because we made it interesting. Moving Forward by Scott McTominay, says Luke Darling. Champions of Europe by Arsenal. Yeah, Will, that's good. Winning a World Cup by Gareth Bale, says Ronnie's. Shake My Hand by Jamie Carragher. The Perfect Third Season by Mourinho. These are some very intelligent people in the chat, says Callum. This when you're out tonight or you're at school or whatever, you can play this game. Thank me later. How to Spend £1 Billion by the Glazers, says King Designer. Right, they're just putting them into the groups at the moment. So Arsenal have gone into Group A. Dynamo Kiev have gone into Group B. Manchester United have gone into Group E. They're moving quite quick here. Don't know why we've gone into Group E. I didn't see who was in Group C and D. No, not doing that. Braga of Portugal. I like the way they put the country underneath. Yeah, for some reason they've dropped Man United into Group E. Roma are in Group C. Braga went into Group D. I don't know why we couldn't go in Group A. Couldn't go in Group D there. Yeah, no excuses by Jurgen Klopp. That's never getting released, is it? Crossing Masterclass by Wan-Bissaka, says Red Devil TV. Lazio. I'm the Worst by Mark Goldbridge, says Arif. You saying I'm arrogant? Sunshine by Gary Neville. I think Gary Neville would never release a book called I Got It Wrong, because he's always right, isn't he? How to Win a Premier League Title by Gerrard, says Nicholas. Olympiacos are coming out here. Keeping Composure, Bruno Fernandes, says Mothen. So the teams are just being put into the groups here. We're not actually at a point where yeah, Matt, you got it right. I had a book suggestion and he's got it right. But that would be his title, Matt. Energy Trust Desire, Scott McTominay, says Kevin. And How to Give a Handshake by Tuchel, says Jex. Right. This draw's about to get interesting now. Sort of want to say with the book titles, but it is No Need for Oil by Man City. This is Reverse Clouds. Goldbridge fan 247. I've got a good one for Pep. Winning titles on a budget by Pep Guardiola. That's never going to get released, is it? Training by Anthony, says Teza. Mike Harricky by Ollie. No, he would release that. Right, we've got all the groups out now, which means we're going. They're moving quick again. They're moving quick again. This is good. Don't look at me, Jamie. What? Kung Fu 101 by Cantona. The London Bridge, the best bridge by Mark Goldbridge, says Abdullah. And PSV are going in with Arsenal, I think. Football on a shoestring by Pep Guardiola. I think they're going in with Arsenal. I don't know how they're doing this. Yeah, PSV with Arsenal. Good draw, that. I don't know what Arsenal fans think, but that's a good draw. Bottling It by Dean Henderson, says Hazib. Please do subscribe, by the way. We're only 100 away from 456,000. So if you are here and you haven't subscribed, click that button in the bottom right-hand corner. Just Passion by Scott, says Miroslav. Stade Rennes have come out into Group B. They'll play Kiev. So Arsenal got PSV. I would have liked PSV. I hope we get Monaco. I don't want to get Carrier Bag or Ludacrets or Malmo. I hope we get somebody half decent. Monaco or Sociedad, I'm really hoping. How to Beat Burnley by Goldbridge, says Marco. I think we've got... Who gets Ludacrets? Do we get Ludacrets then? No, they get Roma. Ludacrets for Roma, who are Bulgarian. Malmo. So Malmo going with Braga. So we're next. I'm really hoping we get Monaco or Sociedad here. I do not want us to get a crap second team. Fridge installation manual. Harry Maguire, says Tom Blake. Come on, Monaco or Real Sociedad. I know it's odd, but I actually want us to get someone half decent. Oh, no. Yes! Sociedad. Good. I'm happy with that. That's good. Spanish trip as well. We'll have that. Happy with that. Sociedad. That's good. At least it's someone we know. That's good. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Oh, we could have got Feyenoord as well. I wouldn't mind a Feyenoord from Malacia. How to Love and Care for Your Goose by Mark Goldbridge to Stephen. And One by One, Rashford, or Shots from Outside the Box by AWP. Miroslav, there you go. Feyenoord going to Lazio's group then. On Firm Ground by Stephen Gerrard, says Neptune. They've got smashed, haven't they? So Man United get Real Sociedad. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that, United fans? Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. But I'm pretty happy with that. 2.3. That's hilarious. I'll just put it in the chat. Hairstyles by Eric Ten Hag. Top 10 hairdressers in Manchester by Eric Ten Hag. Head and Shoulders with Eric Ten Hag, says Danielle. My Trophy Cabinet by Daniel Levy. Marcus, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. So Man United have got Sociedad in their group. Look at the groups below. And who did Creven got? Malmo, they didn't know. No. Who did Creven get? They must have got... Who did they get? Rennes. Yeah. Red Star got Rennes. So look at the group so far. Arsenal, I think Arsenal and United, on the low key, we're quite happy with that because I don't want easy games in the Europa League. I actually want a bit of a challenge. It's no point playing unchallenging teams. Abbas says, How to Captain Without Playing by Harry Maguire. Thank you very much, Abbas. Bodo Glimt, a Norwegian, are they? Norwegian team. They've just come out for Arsenal. I think they're Norwegian. Nice little trip there. Sorry, Red Star got Monaco, not Rennes. Rennes are obviously in there, so sorry about that. So a trip to Norway. Champions League penalty taken by John Terry, says RSD. Fenerbahce come out for Group B. So who would I like in Group B here? Wouldn't mind a German club. Berlin. We can't get Betis. Yeah, it's slim pickings now, to be honest. It really is. Real Betis come out in Group C for Roma and Ludogorets. Abs by Luke Shaw, says Tom Brown. We're doing book titles that will never get released if you're tuning in. Maguire, My Captain by Roy Keane, says Vinny. Where are my birthday celebrations by Yaya Toure? No, he would release that, Leif. You're getting it wrong. Sheriff have come out in Group D with Braga and Malmo. Or no, they've come in Man United's group, have they? Yeah, we've got Sheriff of Tiraspol. Rangnick Master Plan by Joel Glazer. I don't know much about FC Sheriff. I know they beat Real Madrid. They're first in the Moldovan National Division. Okay. They did beat Real Madrid. Could be an interesting game, that. What's your thoughts on that, everybody, then? Man United have got Sheriff. Midtjylland going with Lazio and Feyenoord. How to Manage in La Liga by Gary Neville, says Mark Gunn. Union Berlin, I think they will drop into Group D, won't they? Yeah, they'll go in with Braga and Malmo. The Tree of Tranquility by Marouane Fellaini, says Jameson. Accountability Memoirs by Ed Woodward. Using Your Head by Zinedine Zidane, says Cloudo. Modern Football Tactics by Ollie, says Harrison. This has really got people thinking, hasn't it? Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. So Freiburg should drop into Group G with Olympiacos and Karabag. So Man United have got a trip to Spain with Sociedad and a trip to Moldova to play Sheriff so far. Arsenal have got the Dutch PSV and the Norwegian Bodo. Not Frodo. They're not off to the Shire. You never know in the Europa League. It could have been Frodo in the Shire. Imagine that. Frodo, Sam Baggins, Miriam Pepin. They're a back four. Gandalf in goal. Oh, crap, it's Tottenham by Sir Alex Ferguson. And I Hate Grannies by Wayne Rooney, says Robert McCormack. How to Speak Greek by Harry Maguire. That was a good one. Attacking Football with Gareth Southgate, says Joe. Remember, these are titles of books that will never get released. FC Sheriff of Nottingham by Mark Goldbridge. It's funny because it's true and it's topical. At Least I Beat Pep by Ollie, says Sharath Math Fitness. And Savage has just gifted 10 memberships. Big shout out to Savage. How to Have a Good Conversation with Sir Alex by Roy. Big title, Danny. Not About the Structure by Jamie Carragher, says Ian O'Connell. And Kung Fu Fighting by Eric Cantona, says Daniel. And Suffering from Success by Harry Kane, says Coach Zed. Right, we're on to Group 4, Pot 4 now. Made for Manchester by Pochettino, says Cameron Taylor. Diary of the CEO by Richard Arnold, says Charlie. FC Zurich, I think you can have them, Arsenal. So Arsenal got a good group there. Holland, Norway, and Switzerland. Lovely trips. Lovely trips for Arsenal, they are. Well done. You've got some good trips there. AEK come out in Group B. A Family Affair. No, I'm not doing gigs ones, Sawa. How to Read the Room by Manchester United, says Jims. And Scooby-Doo by Mark Goldbridge, says Taco. Midfield General by McFred. Worth Every Penny by Harry Maguire, says Glenn. Ammonia have come out. I don't know whether they're going to grow into Group C. They should do. They're coming to Man United's group. I don't understand this. I don't understand how they've gone into Group E. Can somebody explain to me why a Cyprus team could not go into Group C and they came into Group E? I don't understand that. Does anybody know? That's just fucking weird. Why couldn't they go into Group C there, the Cyprus team? That don't make any sense to me. That does not make any sense. No one in the chat seems to know. Coefficient rankings and TV, says Sanjeev. I mean, but that annoys me because the Europa League annoys me anyway, but the draw doesn't make any sense. They pull a team out. You think it's going into Group C and then it drops into your group. It's like they may as well just issue it on email. If there's no logic to the draw, why bother fucking doing it? So we've got Ammonia. So that's Cypriot. That's easy 3 points. I'm sorry. Nice little trip again, though. Cyprus is a good trip again. Group E. They can't be on at the same time as Cyprus teams, says Finlay. What? I don't even know what that means. I love Pink Boots by Mark Goldbridge. They were being weird at the start, explaining, says Manu. It doesn't make any sense. Bargain Buy by Fellaini, says Lath. And I Love the Super League by Mark Goldbridge, says Satvik. Book title, How to Polish a Turd, Spin Edition, says TG. Can't have two teams from the same country in a group. But there's only one Cypriot team in it. Ammonia came out and should have gone into Group C. Roma is Italian, Ludogorets ain't Cypriot, and Betis is Spanish. So why couldn't they go into Group C? That's what I'm saying. Don't ever watch a Europa League draw again. There's no logic to it. They just put teams where they bloody well like. TV rights, same country teams are not allowed to play at the same time. That's why there are blue-red groups. Oh, God. That does make sense, SJ, but it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't get it. By Captain by Ronaldo. AEK is Cyprus. Yeah, but we're Group E. Why couldn't Ammonia go into Group C? Group C was empty and they moved Ammonia into Group E. Why can't they go into Group C? Italian, Roma, Ludogorets and Betis. None of those are Cyprus teams. That's what I'm saying. You know, and I'm intelligent and I don't understand it. Imagine thick people who are watching this. They're going to be like really confused. The other Cyprus team was drawn into Group B. Therefore, they must be in E, F, G or H. Why? Why can't they be in Group C? Well, anyway, it's done. Apparently it's to do with TV rights. There we go. Telly reasons, says Marios. Anyway, the draw is done. Arsenal, PSV, Bodo and Zurich. If I was Arsenal, I'd be quite happy with that. PSV gives you a tough game and then you get a nice trip to Norway and Switzerland. Man United, probably in the same position, really. Sociedad gives us a good game. And then Sheriff could be difficult in Moldova. The Cyprus game, I would imagine they're crap. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I would imagine that they're not going to be very, very difficult. In relation to Real Sociedad, just to give you a little bit of an update on them, we have played them. Didn't we play them? We played them recently. Didn't we play them we played them. Where did we play them? It was Ollie, wasn't it? Was it the first knockout of the Europa League, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm right. You know I am. So Sociedad have had a reasonable start to the season. They are currently in 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, lost one. They got beat 4-1 by Barcelona at the weekend. Alexander Isaac has left. Obviously, he's about to leave, so they won't have him anymore. But notable players for them, David Silva, obviously, Marino, but they're just about to sell Isaac, so that makes them a little bit less good. you'd expect United to win. You'd expect United to cruise through that group, to be honest. Groups A to D playing during the same hours, and Lamaka is in Group, Cypriot is in B. I think that's the best explanation, James. Well done. A. Nakaka is Cypriot as well, says Vispo. And How to Be a Hard Man by Pele, says Steve Locke. Means more than one thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. Thank you, everyone who has been tuning in. We are very, very close to 456,000. So yeah, that concludes the Europa League draw, and thank God. But having said that, it's been more than a Europa League draw, hasn't it? It's been a absolute genius of a stream, because we've been doing book titles that will never get released, which made it much more better than the actual draw. But no more injury time, please, says Sir Alex Ferguson. Which club surprised you the most, and do you think they will get European football next season? Thoughts on Group C in the Champions League, says Cool Guy. And how... No, we're not doing that, Michael. So United get Sociedad, Spain, Sheriff, Moldova, and Monio from Cyprus. We will go through the group. We'll go through the group quite comfortably. I think we will beat all of those teams, certainly at Old Trafford. And you only need about 11 points to go through. So we'll beat them all at Old Trafford, and obviously win in Cyprus for a start. So that should be enough. Welcome to the Members Club, Barney. The final word by Harry Kane, says Wim. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I've got to say, I'm not unhappy with that draw, because looking at it, it was very hard to get a half-decent draw. And I think Arsenal have done quite well as well. You want a PSV or a Sociedad or a Monaco or a Feyenoord just to make it a bit interesting. Sheriff are not a bad side in pot 3, so that's probably about as good as it's going to get, unless you pull out Fenerbahce. And then, look, in the pot 4, it's really slim pickings. That's the team that you're going to beat and get 6 points from. So let's hope we get a bit of a decent run out in some of these games, and yeah, we can take it from there, can't we? But yeah, I think it's certainly very interesting to see how it pans out. I think that it's not really a tournament I want to be in. I don't think it's a tournament that anybody wants to be in, is it really? But you've got to take it for what it is. It's an opportunity to get into the Champions League, and therefore we've got to try and take that opportunity, haven't we? That's what it's all about. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. I'm back in an hour on this channel with the Erik ten Hag press conference. Looking forward to it. He's doing it at 1:30. We'll be live straight after. I'm sure he's going to be asked about Ronaldo, etc. So if you're back in an hour, tune in, and we'll react to Erik ten Hag's press conference. But thanks everyone for tuning in for this. It's been actually a really good stream. Personally, I thought it was going to be a big waste of time, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of little clips about book titles.